Hello, my babies. Welcome back to Shadowplaytarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you're returning, well, you guys know what's up. I absolutely love being here with you. I do want to tell you this is the second time that I am filming your October predictions. The first reading that I filmed, it was a few days ago, and when I went to edit it to upload it for us, the sound, there was no sound, like nowhere to be found. So that was weird, but that's okay. It happens so rarely that, yeah, I couldn't let it get me upset for too long. So in case you're also dealing with a frustrating situation in your life, whether that be dealing with technology or just, people out there, I've noticed also like people are a little aggressive outside. You guys, Mars is in Scorpio. Stay safe out there. I hope you guys are doing well. I absolutely love that you take a time out of this crazy world that we all live in, and out of your everyday life to sit here with me and listen to me, even if you're outside and you're not sitting and you're walking or you're working. I absolutely love it. So let's hang out for a little bit and let's get into it. Let's look into what October has in store for you. We are going to be checking in on your energy this month ahead. As you guys know, most of my readings, they are timeless, but obviously ones like this, they're very specific to a time period. So if you come across this when it first posts or in the month of October 2025, then the message might apply to you. We are going to be asking the question, what is going to be heading your way this month? We're just going to keep it open, not necessarily focused on love or career, but just life in general. And my babies, you guys know this is all predictive, but it is a collective reading, so just use your own discernment. And maybe things that don't make sense right now might make sense in the next few weeks. All right, you guys know what to do. We have our spooky themed stickers out now. Three groups to choose from. As always, we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I mean, yeah, you're reading. Hello, my group number ones. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into the month of October for you and seeing what can you expect. We're going to be asking the question, what is your energy throughout the month and what is going to be heading your way? Keep in mind, we are leaving it open to whatever messages come through, but it is a collective reading. So use your own discernment. If something sounds really confusing or triggering, anything like that, it's okay, friends. It just probably means it's not for you. And some of the messages may just not make sense for a few weeks because this is going to be predictive. All right, with all that being said, let's try to have fun with it. Let's see what the month ahead, what the spooky month ahead has in store for us. My group number ones, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. I don't know if you guys listened to the intro, but I did mention this is my second time filming this reading. There was a mishap with the sound. It was literally MIA. I was like, I don't know what happened. But it's okay. I'm here. You're here. It's all good. All right, my babies. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get to it. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number ones. Messages for my group ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, the month of October. The month of October. What can my group ones expect? What's their energy going to be this month? What's going on with them this month? What can they expect? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, the month of October. What can they expect? All right. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on with them this month, in the month of October? Oh, my goodness. All right. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Magician. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. Tell me more, please. What's going on with them this month? So you guys are, first of all, I feel like you guys are going to be focused on something, whether it's like a craft, a project, an idea. Maybe you're feeling inspired. I do think that this is coming from, oh, I almost said pain for some of you guys. So it's almost like the artist that creates through emotion. Not necessarily that you have to be an artist, but it's almost like you might be inspired or motivated to create some kind of change within yourself or your life. Maybe you're picking up old tools that you forgot you had, or, it's almost like gathering all of the beautiful yarn, but I haven't knit in forever, or the paint and I haven't painted in forever. It's like that kind of vibe. Where it's like, oh, I forgot about this. I do think that in this upcoming month ahead, you guys are focused on changing your surroundings, or possibly starting from like within. This Nine of Wands tells me you're tired. Maybe September was kind of maybe it was a doozy. Or maybe you're just kind of over it. And when I say over it, it feels like social media, the news, hearing certain people talk, or maybe even communicating with certain people. Maybe it's dating. Like I said, whatever it is that has been kind of adding, um, I'm going to say adding pressure to your life, or adding like, it just doesn't feel good. There's almost like a sense of separation that's coming through in the month of October. All right, we have the Ten of Wands. So that doesn't surprise me because, like I said, oh, I'm sorry, not the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Because it does feel like it's coming from, I'm tired of it, or I'm over it. So I'm hitting, it's like, that's it. I'm not going to deal with that anymore, or I'm not going to entertain that anymore. So say that you guys were dating someone or talking to someone, or you were on some platform. It's like maybe you're just kind of like over it, and you're just like, I'm done. This is stressing me out, or it's over. All right, we have Strength in reverse. We also have the Three of Wands. You're keeping your distance. You could also be traveling. You could be going through old articles of like clothing for some of you guys, things that don't fit you anymore. You could, or things that you used to wear that used to be fun. Maybe you're trying them on for fun. It's like, what did I wear 10 years ago? Or why do I still have this? Or I didn't realize. So you guys could be doing that. I'm also getting, sorry if I'm repeating myself. I can't remember if I already said short distance travel. Some of you guys could be going somewhere, but this would almost be like, I need to get away. Again, it's like, I'm over it. I'm tired, or I've reached my limit. That Page of Wands in reverse also tells me that you could have been planning on this or thinking about this for a long time before you actually took action. So now it's like, okay, I'm doing something about this. So I do think you're taking back your power in October, my group ones. Tell me more, please, by the Magician. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I like that. Listen, if you felt like you didn't have time, you're making time. So this goes for anything. If you've been, if you're someone who like plays games, maybe you're like, I haven't played in forever. There's a lot of other things that maybe I should be doing or could be doing, but I'm not worried about that right now. And it feels like you're making the time. You're doing what you want to do. It's not necessarily what you need to be doing, it's what you want to be doing. But honestly, that might be the thing that you need, right? Is to kind of feed that part of yourself, or to allow you to step away, or to allow you to have a little bit of fun, or to, just kind of do your own thing. I don't think that you are making the time to deal with other things or people that can maybe wait. It can wait, If it's dating, you're not investing in it this month. You have something else going on. You're feeling like really good. Some of you guys could be feeling like results of maybe like a lifestyle change, or maybe you're just doing breath work. It doesn't have to be something major. It could be something minor that you are adjusting, and you're like, this is literally what I needed. All right, tell me why the Page of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys could be doing like a cleanse, but it would be like a technology cleanse. So maybe like your phone or social media, or limiting yourself. Also beware, because this month there is a lot of room for misunderstandings or misinterpretations, or the things that we're watching or looking at could impact us in some kind of way that isn't necessarily helpful, or it's not even truthful. It may not even, it might even be our own assumptions. So maybe that's also something you're aware of, and that's why you're kind of creating a little bit of separation. Maybe it's one specific person that you are not talking to. This almost feels like, I see you, but I'm not talking to you. Beware, friends. So in the intro, I also did mention that I've noticed like people out on the road are a little bit more, a little bit more aggy than normal, to be real. But just be careful. Mars is in Scorpio right now, at the time that this is posting. So, passions could be ignited. But Mars is, the god of what? War and fucking, right? So just beware of those two things. um, Beware of anything that causes you to for something to fly out your mouth before you realize what you said. There could be room this month for a situation where maybe you put your foot in your mouth or someone else does, or again, we misunderstand or misunderstood something. So again, maybe you're not even like trusting what someone is saying, and that's why you're uh, you're maybe taking a break. All right. I just don't think I can't even say you're taking a break. I just feel like you're not really giving it your time, or you don't really care as much this month. Um, all right. So we have the 10 of Swords with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to deal with it. I'll just everyone else. If that's what you think of me, or if that's what you think happened, if that's what you think is true, it's not. It's not for me. Is what I'm getting. Tell me why the Strength card. We have Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. This feels like vaya con Dios, go with God. You're literally like, universe, take the wheel. Um, Listen, you don't got time for bullshit this month. You're focused on your bag. You're focused on maybe getting some things in order, whatever those things are, organizing. Again, we did talk about that. I mean, some of you guys could even be selling things around things that you don't use anymore, maybe because this King of Pentacles is talking about, um, you know, making, well, I was going to say making money, but it's like keeping things in order. Um, Now, the funny thing is, right, when I said the King of Pentacles, I looked down and I was like, oh shit, this deck sometimes, the Crypts, they're actually the Cups. So that is the King of Cups. So we're going to throw that in there as well, is that you're spending time doing things that feel good to you. And it feels like emotionally, you're not trying to, you're not, I don't think you're trying to bring anything into your energy that's going to mess with your business, whatever that business is, whether it's your job, career, home, finances, what you have going on, your career, your responsibilities. And if you were dealing with some like heavy emotions this month, you're like doing something about it. All right. I do feel like there's a sense here of going with the flow. Strong Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be anyone. All right. Okay, let's move forward. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what's heading your way this month. Now that we know that you're going to be, how you're going to be kind of viewing this month and dealing with it, which I think, I don't know, that sounds good to me. You're just minding your business. You're like, fuck that. I'm just going to do my thing. All right, thank you, Spirit. What is heading towards my group number one's way in the month of October? What's heading towards my group one's way in the month of October? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number one. What's heading their way? What's heading their way? All right, we have the Six of Cups. I'm telling you, I kind of see you guys going back to something, something that you used to love doing. Nostalgia, you guys are looking at old things. Some of you guys could even be like finding old boxes of like, I don't know, cards or letters or pictures from back when we used to have media that we could hold. I kind of feel like things are going to go back that way. People are going to want maybe more printed pictures, more like albums, more CDs, right? Let me know what you guys think, because that's what that makes me think of. And even if it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel to me like you're connecting with long lost people, I mean, maybe it doesn't feel like it's necessarily so social in October. I feel like it's different. I feel like I'm telling you, I think you're kind of working on something. You're changing your environment in some kind of way. Look at what I say, Tower in reverse. You're avoiding chaotic people. You're avoiding drama. You're not here for the shits, right? If someone wants to fight, let them go fight themselves. Literally, let them go punch the air. If that what needs to happen, you're not dealing with it. I think that it probably took a certain amount of stress that outside environment or people were causing, and that's why you're taking this approach. We did talk about that. All right, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which is really good because you're not feeling stuck, you're not emotionally drained, you're not anxious, so if you have been feeling anxious, then hang in there, because I do think that future you and the not so far away future is going to be like, you know what, self, I don't need this, or you know what, self, this is what we can be doing for us. And it's going to work. It's going to make you feel better. You're going to feel like a little liberated. All right. Thank you, Spirit, especially in the mind. So whatever you're doing, it's good for your mind. Remember what we were talking about earlier when we were saying like you could be doing other things, or maybe you need to be doing other things, but this is what you want to do and it's what you need. It is. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please? Messages for my group number ones. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you guys group threes. Help me. I haven't even gotten to that group, obviously, but if you guys were thinking about watching that, maybe there's a message for you there. I have no idea. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You guys could be working on a new goal, or if you guys have been going to therapy or to a class, some kind of spiritual work or something that has taught you something, wisdom perhaps, but this would be like through experience or through you learned it, you're creating an opportunity. For a lot of you guys, this is literally just a work opportunity in your career field or something that you are experienced in. It's also something expected, or it's something that you step into it and you're not necessarily you're not gonna, it's like you might be teaching, or you're at a level where it's like you already know. This isn't a beginner's level or a learning level, but it does feel like it's a new opportunity of some sort. All right. I do think there is something very therapeutic about this month. And like I said, you're revisiting or going back to something that I think has been on your heart, maybe also like your mind. All right. I also think you're keeping very private this month. You guys may not be as active like socially or social media, or you're just kind of keeping a lot to yourself. There is a lot of mystery here. But that could also be if some of you guys are like avoiding certain people or conversations. It could just be that you're laying low. All right, we have the Chariot. I love that. So that talks about you taking charge and you moving forward, and you possibly driving somewhere. It might be getting away from the chaos. Again, it could be like a little short trip. So this could signify like a little road trip, or you could drive there in a day. This could help you clear your mind as well if you're thinking of going to this place. Seven of Pentacles, again, you're choosing how you're spending your time, your energy, your money. I think it's very kind of clear to you, or you're very, I think you're very clear as to what your priorities are in this month. And if it doesn't line up with that, you're not worried about it, Again, there's something here about budgeting for some of you guys. So if you guys were thinking of, selling some things, I keep getting that in my mind, or, I don't know. It's like there could be something there where you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't even using that, and then maybe it opens up space in your house, your apartment, or that one corner. And then now maybe you can turn it into something that you actually use. So things like that I think are bringing you a lot of joy. You are spending a lot of time to yourself, and you're also very it's like you're baby girling yourself. That's what I call it. Me and my bestie, I was literally just telling her, like, that we just baby girl ourselves, and it's the best. Like, I don't even think anyone could baby girl me better than I do myself, because anything you want, princesa. That's like how I, treat myself. And I think that that's maybe what you're doing. It doesn't have to be to that degree, but I do think that you are a little treat central, but you're also a baddie who, keeps their lights, their phone, their car, everything's good. We got it. We got it on lock. And even if you don't have those things, whatever you are responsible for in your life, you're handling it. Okay. All right. Tell me about the Hierophant. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We got 3 cards. So we got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is talking about that career, the work, or, whatever is important to you, whatever you're dedicating yourself to. This could even be like your own business. This could be school. This could be, I don't know, somewhere that you're going. It could even be like a library where, yeah, I just heard learning library. So maybe you're diving into actual information. I did bring up physical media earlier for some odd reason, and it is being tied back here because I am getting library vibes. I'm even like thinking books, and I'm a smelling books. I love, love, love books. You guys, if you like books, let me know what you're reading. I am reading, finally, I'm reading Mexican Gothic. So if you guys have read that, let me know. It's a ghost story, but bitch, why page one? I'm like, the husband did it. The husband did it. And like I said, it's a ghost story. I don't even know if the husband did it. I'm not there yet, but all right, we have the hangman. Look at you chilling. You could even be chilling at home, bitch. You're chilling somewhere. You could be chilling at the library. You could be chilling at school. You're very studious, is what it feels like. And if even if you're not a studious person, it doesn't have to be book smart, but this is information that I feel is elevating you, or it's making you feel very confident. Okay. And I feel like that's where the priority is. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knight of, okay, so it looks like you're slowing down on spending, or you're slowing down on your availability. You're not as available to other things or other people. Now, the spending, it could be money, but it could also be spending time, spending energy. It's some kind of resource that you have, and it feels like you're just slowing down. Again, it doesn't feel like, I know earlier I said like a technology cleanse, but some of you guys, it doesn't have to be like cold turkey. It could just be that you're not prioritizing that anymore. Also, this month, take care. I just heard teeth, car, something else, but it would be paper. It's like, oh, okay. I know, in like your tags for your car, like something like that you would pay for. That could be coming up, okay? And that's why you're slowing down on your spending. But you're good. All right, you're good. You're good. All right, my babies. Oof, okay. October feels cool. We have Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. I'm just going to read majors, guys. Taurus. Tauruses have been being menaces in the readings. I just say that because they keep showing up. All right, yeah, we already said Cancer. All right. Oh, and Scorpio. Scorpio's like, how dare you forget me? It's almost their season. Oh man, hey, hang in there. After Libra comes the Scorpios, ready to sting. All right, guys, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we send you on your way. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group ones, please. The month of October. We have no, sleep on it. There's that reactive. Remember, we were talking about things that get you to say things that fly out your mouth before you think about it. So there's a slowing down. Then we have blue moon. You are ready. Make your masterpiece. There's that art or the creativity, the changing my environment that I was feeling. Then we have Sekhmet, courage, truth, and shadow work. So you are going within this month, and it doesn't feel like you're dealing with anything that comes in and shakes you, and it's like there's no major change. There's just it's almost like pleasant change, because you're just reprioritizing and you're feeling the difference, or you're seeing the results. It doesn't take very long. All right, thank you, Spirit. What else, please? Messages for my group ones, the month of October. All right, we have fun dip, scrumptious. So when I get fun dip, I literally think of like dipping in and out. Like, you could be checking in and out, or you could be, it was fun while it lasted, but now I'm out of here. So whether that's dating or whatever it is that, like I said, you guys could also be going something that you liked when you were a kid, if you used to like those fun dips. Honestly, you guys, the stick was my favorite part. It really was. All right. It was like an edible chalk. It's so disgusting. We have Planter's cheese balls. You guys, look how he's dressed up. I do think some of you guys are going to be trying old things on from your closet. And maybe you're like, how did I used to wear this? Or maybe you're seeing old pictures and you're like, oh my God, I used to go out like that. Then we have expect a message. So you could be getting messages. Whether or not you respond, I'm not really sure, because we did have that Page of Swords in reverse. All right, one more, please. And then we have thanks for the memories. There's those pictures again. Oh, my daughter loves to ask me about what I used to dress like in like the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, and I'm like, girl, we just used to throw it all on like a Christmas tree, and it was just a thing to do. You guys, I recently showed her Avril Lavigne from back then, and her life was changed. So they really like that era. It's funny. My group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, and I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings for the upcoming month ahead. If you are here, you know I have no doubt that things have been crazy for you because we're all living on this rock together. But thanks for hanging out with me for a while. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. So today we're going to be looking into the upcoming month ahead, October 2025. What can you expect? We are going to be asking the question, what's your energy this month? And what's going to be heading your way? We're keeping the messages open to whatever wants to come through. Keep in mind, of course, it is a collective reading and all of this is going to be predictive. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes in a few weeks. My group number twos, if you happen to hear something that's too confusing or triggering, that's okay. It just probably means it's not for you. All right, let's try to have fun with it. Let's see what messages we can get for you today. My group number twos, my babies, I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you so much for being here. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number twos. All right, October 2025. What can we know? What can you tell us? What's my group two's energy this month? What's my group two's energy this month? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What's their energy this month? What's going to be going on with them? What can they expect? Messages for my group number twos, please. What can they expect? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I like it. The 10 of Cups. Messages for my group number twos. What's going on for them this month? What's their energy this month? All right. Well, I like that there's all those swords in reverse. All right. So in this month, it feels like we're choosing to be happy, or happiness is happening. You guys could be hanging out with family or community, people that you really love, or you just are really happy about where you're at in life. The 10 of Cups generally comes up when other people are involved in our happiness, right? It's not just from within ourselves, even though it definitely can be. But in this case, I'm getting that it's stemming from something else. All right. So it's like, now what? It's like, okay, there's this question mark here with the Two of Swords. Now what happened? Now what do I want to do? Or what's next? So we're going to see why that question is kind of looming. But that 10 of Swords, I really like that because it tells me that the stress is gone. There's something here of it's like a switch was flipped. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group twos, please. What's their energy this month? Queen of Swords. Okay. What do I say? What do I do? How should I communicate this? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now that I know I'm happy, or now that I know what I want, or now that this is here, what do I want next? Or what do I want to say? What's the question that's being presented? All right, because there's definitely a question that's looming around you. You're surrounded by two twos and your group two. So triple two. You guys could be seeing angel numbers. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Cups in reverse. Let's put these back. Wait, hold on. Job is good. I almost can't even talk. I'm stuttering in your reading. Job is good. Home is good. Or things with the family are good. Or maybe you're even kind of having people over at your home. This would be home. If it's not that, then this feels like work is really good. You ain't got no problems there. It seems like it's good. All right. All right, let's put these away. That High Priestess, she made eye contact with me, as you guys can see why. We'll put her there, though. All right? No stress, no stress. All right, thank you, Spirit. Why the Two of Swords? Literally no stress with that 10 of Swords in reverse. Hermit reverse. Why the Queen of Swords? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Which one's this one? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so in the upcoming month, I feel like you're really working on something. So this message particularly has to do with the home front or your job / career. because there seems to be this feeling of you're not worried, you're stressed. It's like you've been through worse, or that part's already over. It does feel like you've already gone through something very challenging that has helped you prepare for this, or now that's why you know better, or that's why now you have the thoughts or the feeling or the clarity that you do regarding this situation. Now, you're maybe wondering, should I go back to this, or what should I do? Should I? The Hermit reverse is about revisiting or coming back. Now, you have two messages here about going back to something, or not walking away yet, or not leaving it. So that's where the question mark is regarding this situation. Now, I do feel like you're very independent. You're taking care of yourself. You're probably, if you guys are business owners, you guys might even be kind of whatever you've been growing or whatever ideas you've had. It's like you're really nurturing them this month. It's like I feel like you're really on it. So even if it's not anything like that, say it has something to do with a routine or something that you are doing, it's like you're on it. I think you're able to handle everything. But at the same time, like I said, there's a sense here of revisiting or going back to something. It's almost like, damn, I'm really happy. Do I really want to go back to that? Do I want to risk this? Or, I know that there's change coming, or I know that I have options, or I know that I can choose different. But do I really want to? So that could be the hesitancy to move on or move forward, or completely kind of disengage from this. Um, Now, if you are going back to something, it's almost like you're doing it in a way where it's your own will. You're not reliant or dependent or anything on anyone else or anything else. It's literally like you doing you. I do think money or work life balance or taking care of yourself is coming into question in some kind of way, with this Queen of Swords over that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Swords, she's a thinker, she's a talker. She'll say it how it is, and she does not like to beat around the bush. Very strong in when they want something. Look, this says independence, and we did talk about you being on your own, being single, being independent. But this Queen of Pentacles in reverse needs something else. What does this Queen of Pentacles in reverse need that my group number twos aren't getting? Why the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? The Five of Swords, you're conflicted. You're trying to figure that out. Seven of Wands, no, I don't want it. Trapped, but who is the monster? Is what this says. You guys what sticker did you have? Oh, you had the Bride. So you have Frankenstein here. So maybe it has to do with partnership, or it has to do with maybe proving yourself in some kind of way, if this has to do with your career, your job. I feel like there is some things here that you're overthinking. You might be ruminating, but you're not stressed. You're just kind of really making sure. You know what, babe? It's giving the vibe of, I just don't want to fuck up. Right? I don't want to fuck up what I have. And who can blame you? Because man, can it take a while to get back up where you need to be, right? When something does derail you, or, our own choices, or life decisions we make, or meeting certain people, whatever that might be. So it just feels like you're really kind of thinking things through. I also don't think that this month you are choosing to start anything new. It's almost like these are just thoughts that you're having, right? I think you're very self-focused, which I think is a great thing in this month. You're keeping to yourself. You guys could be praying, meditating, keeping track of your dreams. You could be really paying attention to the signs, the signals, the synchronicities. You could be, really feeling like your higher self is guiding you, or like something is guiding you. And that alone helps you feel really good about whatever was stressing you out. You're literally choosing. It's like happiness is a choice, and you're choosing it. But you're also choosing to stay single, or stay on your own, or just do you for now. Because it's almost like if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. It could be that way. All right, tell me about this Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you don't feel like talking to somebody new or talking to somebody, or you're not, nothing's kind of really changing between you and someone, or it could be anyone. This King of Swords in reverse. You could also just be trying to figure out what you think, if you're ready for a new beginning. There is, if you have history with someone, or if there's some kind of history, or I mean past event, something that already happened in the past, that's why you're in your mind about it, or it gets you feeling like a little defensive, or maybe you're remembering the time that you had a hard time with boundaries, or it's like that's coming up for you, and then you're like, fuck that, I'm better on my own, or I'm good. With this Knight of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles, you're like, light. It's like there is no baggage. It's like I just have to worry about myself. All right. We have air and earth. So heavy on Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We also have Pisces showing up with that High Priestess. That reminds me of the Nun. All right, babies. Let's continue if you're up for it. I like it. It's not, I think you're good. I think you're protecting your peace, you're protecting your progress, and you're just being very selective as to who or what, or gets to come into that, or enjoy that, or be a part of that. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s, please. What's heading their way in the month of October? What's heading towards my group 2's way in the month of October? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s. What's heading their way? What's heading my group number 2's way in the month of October? Thank you. Judgment. Oh, this, you already know. There's that trigger from the past, or the past memories. Maybe there's like an anniversary or something, or you see a picture, or there's something that kind of, yeah, no, there's something from your past that you kind of look back on. I don't think it's triggering you to the point where it like causes anything major. Like I said, it's like you're through the worst of it, but there's still some things there that come up for you, and that's okay. You acknowledge it and you get past it a lot faster, The Empress says she has everything a woman needs in abundance, and she's at one with the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. So you're very in tune. You did have that High Priestess earlier, and we did talk about you feeling supported, or you feeling like you were seeing the signs, right? You know what's up, group 2s. The Page of Swords, you guys could be posting like bomb pictures. They're looking really good. But there is something here that we're going to see why the Six of Cups in reverse. All right. Someone could be trying to talk to you, or messages for my group number 2s. What's heading their way? The Seven of Pentacles. Why Judgment? Sagittarius energy with Judgment. We have the swords. So I love that you have all these high swords in reverse. That's the 10 of Swords. I think the other one was a 9, but either way, it was in reverse, which is how we want it to be. There's something from the past that keeps you from moving forward, or knowing that you can't be impulsive. So you have really good self-control during this time. Oh, look, it is the 9. The idea of online dating, or talking, or social media, or I don't know, there's something here where it's like that's where you feel a little anxious even thinking about it because of what happened last time. Or if there's someone that there's a conversation with, or seeing someone or talking to them, there's a trigger here from last time. Now, it doesn't have to be last time with them. It could be like something in the past that happened with someone else, or in a similar situation, and how that ended. And so there's a little bit of, I don't want to repeat the same mistake. 3 of Cups, you do have people that are trying to see you, talk to you, or be in your energy, or be in your space, in your life in some kind of way. You guys are also, you could be getting an invite to a party or something social, a dinner, some drinks or something, and maybe you're like, oh, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I want to do this. Why the world reverse? It's a good month for you, honestly. I mean, anytime you come up as the Empress for what's heading your way, it's abundance. You know, it could even be that an Empress is inviting you somewhere, and this would be like someone that has a lot of love. It could be a friend or a mother. It doesn't have to be. If it is, maybe that's what's giving you kind of anxiety over the past. Maybe it's someone's birthday, or that's why someone wants to get together. Some of you might be avoiding this person or avoiding this thing, but maybe there is history here. Let's see. If you're avoiding them, it's like you'll still get them a gift, or you'll still acknowledge them. Why the Seven of Pentacles with the Devil? Four of Cups. Oh, this is almost saying like you're busy, or your priorities are elsewhere, but it is coming through the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This could feel, you could feel like this is someone that doesn't get it, or that was avoidant, or has some toxic traits or behaviors, and you're kind of ignoring energy like that, or you're not paying attention, or you're not letting it get to you, which is really good. All right. So like I said, I don't necessarily think you're ready for a new beginning with this person or in this situation necessarily. And I think you're just remembering why, or you're just honoring that. All right. There could be something about Capricorn season. We have Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. And then we did say Sagittarius. My babies, that's what I see heading your way in the month of October. You guys will have to let me know how it goes, or if you already know what I'm talking about. Maybe there's some kind of event or something, and you know you're going to be hearing from someone. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's get you guys some oracle cards before we send you on your way. All right, we have Celine, bring light into somebody's dark sky. We have yes, just go for it. Someone wants you to say yes. And then we have new moon, fresh start, new beginnings. That could even be like a new beginning that you don't see happening. Because the new moon, you know, there is no moon in the sky. It's a dark sky. So it could be something that you don't see coming. All right. But it's not like something negative. It's just something that leaves you thinking like, do I really want to deal with this now? And you'll know what to do, my group twos. What else, please? Messages for my group twos for the month of October. We have Sure Jan, Old Maid. Maybe you feel like if you really waited for this, it would be so long, or you've grown old waiting for this, or you're too old to believe this or be involved in this. We have Game Boy, so you could be feeling like someone's trying to play a game. It says don't play their game, so you're not falling into it. Then we have Let Them Keep Sleeping on You. You could feel like people just don't get you, or this person doesn't, or they're not on your level. Then we have Happy Home. I love that. That's what you're focused on. You're literally crawling into your little Polly Pocket. You're all closing the shell on yourself. This is nice in here. No one can bother me or mess up the progress I've made. My group twos. I think it's going to be a good month for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. I am sending you guys so much love and so many blessings for this upcoming month ahead. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be looking into the month of October 2025, of course, and see what's going to be going on for you. What is your energy this month, and what is heading your way? We are leaving it open to any messages that want to come through, so it's not specific focus to like love or money. So just take the messages as they pertain to you and your own life. It is predictive, so we just don't know, right, how the month is going to go ahead. But in a few weeks, if you'd like to come back and let me know, I'd love to hear it. If something sounds confusing or way too triggering, it just might mean it's not for you. Besides that, though, my babies, let's try to have fun with it. Let's see what we can learn about your month ahead, your month of October. Most of my readings, as you guys know, they are timeless, except obviously ones like this. So whenever you come across it before the end of October 2025, maybe it can be helpful. All right, my babies, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes. Messages for my group threes, please. Messages for my group number threes. What can they expect in the month of October? What's going on with my group threes in the month of October? Thank you, Spirit. What's their energy? this month? What's going on with my group threes in the month of October? What's their energy this month? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, please. What can they expect this month? What's their energy this month in October? All right, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Well, we like to see that. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this feels like you're getting over. If there was sadness, shame, grief, guilt over a job or a friendship or a dating situation that didn't go anywhere, something that maybe was in and out of your life or up and down, or it kept you feeling up and down, it feels like you're letting that go. This Ace of Pentacles tells me that it could have taken a while, or it was an opportunity that didn't end up working out. I do feel like there is a sense of forgiveness or of getting over that. Now, if you guys are looking for work and it's not coming, it's like you're not feeling as bad about it. If you guys wanted to get into a certain class or a workshop, or the thing that you wanted to learn or wanted to grow, it's like it's not happening or it hasn't happened, but you're feeling better about it. All right. I don't necessarily think that you're feeling like it was a missed opportunity. And if it ever did feel that way, it's like, it feels like there's a release of that. We have Four Swords because you're sleeping, bitch. You're literally, I think you're prioritizing your rest or your sleep, or you're making peace with it. Yeah. You're making peace with something. Messages from my group threes. What's going on this month? What's their energy this month? We have the Knight of Cups. Tell me why the Five of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving something behind. It's like, well, that doesn't matter anymore. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, because especially if it was something that really was weighing on you. Now, for others of you, this is not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, it might be like if you recently maybe lost someone, it could be that that's starting to kind of feel different. I was going to say feeling better, but I don't want to be insensitive to that, because I know grieving is fucked up. But it's not a straight line, bitch. It's not a straight line. My triggers are seeing pistachios because they remind me of my grandpa, and I can see pistachios all the time, and then it'll be this one time where I see them and it makes me think of them, and then I get teary-eyed. I know it's weird, but that's grief, right? And if that is what you're dealing with, it just feels like in this month you're kind of leaving that, whatever it was that you were carrying with you. Now, if you had like a dating situation, literally a situationship, or a friend that it just kind of didn't really grow, it feels like we're kind of leaving that in the past, and I'm finding peace with it. I'm making peace with it. All right, why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Messages for my group threes. What's their energy this month? Page of Swords in reverse. You're off of the apps or social media or dating apps. Yeah, you guys are taking a break from maybe love or romance. I say that because Four Swords and Knight of Cups right next to each other. We're going to see what that's about. All right, there's something here. There's a past situation. If maybe it has to do with your childhood or history, if it's dating history or things that happened in the past. It feels like that's what maybe you're kind of letting go of. This could even be like things in your childhood when you were like you were the page here. I was going to say the pentacle. You were the page here. So yeah, this could be like when you were younger, and maybe you're just fine. It's almost like finally I'm not feeling that, or I'm leaving that in the past. So there could have been some kind of trigger here. This could have also been something that made you feel like not worthy enough or good enough. A little bit of imposter syndrome, but this could have also been something that you were denying that was affecting you, or made you feel so up and down, or how the back and forth or the in and out was affecting you. So there is something here where maybe there was denial, or we were hiding it. So it could be, maybe there was also like trust issue. Maybe you didn't trust someone, and that could be what you're taking a break from. High Priestess, wow, you're going ghost this month. You're it's like tumbleweeds. You're nowhere to be found. You're sleeping. You're snoozing, or you are just taking a break from something and you're going quiet. Um, yeah, it feels like there's some kind of break. Tell me why the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. Oh, because someone might try to come back and you're like, no. I mean, you may be saying yes, but this, you might sleep through the message. If you get a late night text, bitch, you're not gonna see it till the morning. Because that's what that's feeling like. But if you guys are dating, or if you are dealing with someone, it doesn't feel like it's someone that's serious. It might be someone you have history with, but it doesn't feel like there's opportunity here. Maybe you're using it to help you move on. Maybe you're using it to put you to sleep. I don't know. It's taking a turn. We'll just leave it like that. All right. Anything else, please? Maybe this is what you're tired of. What made you tired in the first place? What's their energy in October? Chariot reverse. Yeah, there's something here. Strength reverse. There's something here that isn't moving forward. Or if it's your dating life, it's like, yeah, I eventually want it, but I don't really think you feel the most positive about it. I think you're just choosing to chill. Tell me one more on the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. Death card. So this could go for, oh, I guess, yeah, Scorpio season starts. Yeah, you're letting something end. You are. With that Eight of Cups, you're leaving it behind. Maybe this is something that kept you from moving forward in love or kept you feeling positive about it. And maybe you're choosing to lay it to rest. It could be, yeah, it does feel like we're sealing it. Where the last nail is in, you know? Ace of Cups in order for you to have a new beginning. I like that. My group 3 is not you leaving the bullshit behind, even if it's your own bullshit. How often, right? How often is it our own bullshit? Yeah, I know all about that. All right, my babies. Let's see what's heading your way in the month of October. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s. Messages for my group 3s. What is heading their way in the month of October? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group 3s. What's heading their way in the month of October? What do they need to know? What's heading their way? Messages for my group 3s. What's heading their way in the month of October? Five of Swords in reverse. You're like, I'm not even worried about it. Six of Pentacles. You could be like doing work or keeping busy, almost like busy hands or like busy body or something that helps you get out of your head, or you could be doing some kind of activity. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're slowing down. This could be maybe you're writing or you're reading books or you are spending your time or your money doing something that it kind of helps you slow down. You're taking your time as well. And it almost feels like you're sticking to routine or you're, yeah, because it feels like you're making slow progress and you're holding steady. We have Two of Wands. Okay. Messages for my group 3s. What's heading their way in the month of October? Nine of Swords in reverse. This feels to me like activities or a change of scenery or a change of direction that helps you kind of get out of your head. You could even, like if you are a writer or if you're a student and you need to study or something like that, it's almost like you know what, let me step out of my environment and let me go do this. But it feels like it's slow paced. Like it feels like you'd go sit at a park or, you know, a cafe, like somewhere where you could work or somewhere that you could just observe and relax. It does feel like you're slowing down and it's really helping. Yeah, it's helping. I feel like it's helping you kind of release. It's helping you maybe even think more clearly about what you want to do or what's next. There's some kind of plan here that you're maybe working slowly towards. There could be some like long-term goal or something that you want to save for. And when you think about it, I feel like it makes you really happy and it helps get you out of your head. This could also be happening for those of you that are reading books or doing some kind of activity that helps get you out of your head. We have the Death card. So whatever it is that you're doing, it's helping you end whatever this is. It's done. It's like you're in a real transformational time. And honestly, what a beautiful time of year to transform and change. It's like shitty things happen all the time, right? It's like great things happen all the time and shitty things happen all the time. But there's something about it happening like this time of year around Scorpio season that really feels like the intensity of like I always think of like a snake growing new skin, like shedding the old one and growing new one. And I do think that you are going through some kind of transformation where you're growing new skin. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. You guys could be doing something that helps you get out something out. This could be like thoughts, you know, aggression or feelings or yeah, something like that. Maybe it's also like health related. Now, the other thing I get from the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is you are being very limited with your time or your resources and what you give to. So it's almost like a little bit here, a little bit there, but not enough for it to be a stress to me or for me to be left without, you know, energy for myself or time or money. So yeah. All right. Why the Knight of Pentacles? You guys could be investing in like skincare or something like that. That was funny. That's the first time I looked at that card in that way. All right, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Tell me why the Two of Wands. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're purposely kind of slowing down. It's like if people are trying to date you or talk to you, or you know, you're like, I don't know if I want to. You guys are you're going to have options in saying yes to people. Whether these are romantic invites, people that are romantically interested in you, or friends that are trying to get you to come out and do something that maybe you don't really want to anymore. Maybe you don't want to spend money on that anymore, time or energy, because maybe afterwards you'll be tired, or maybe then you won't have, you know, as much extra funds for the stuff you want to do. It's like there's something like that where you're like, I'm not really sure. All right. You're not too worried about the long term. I think you're kind of going with the flow this month with that Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not worried. This could also, for those of you that are looking for work, it could be that you're not necessarily finding anything that looks good for the long term. So you're not really getting too stuck on that. I think you're still looking ahead, even if at times your outlook on it might be a little bit like, oh man, is this ever going to happen? I do think with the Sun card, you're like, are you kidding? Of course it is. I just need to head in this other direction or keep doing it. You guys could also be going somewhere. This could be like travel. If it's not that, maybe you are reminiscing or thinking back to something that makes you really happy, or planning ahead. You could be planning to get together with people, not now, but let's do it. Let's do it in a couple weeks. Yeah, let's go do that thing. Again, it feels like you're choosing rest. You could be also choosing space, right? Physical distance, or even, yeah, some kind of distance, or it's been a long time. There is something here about slowing down in time and how long something's been. All right, anything else? Messages for my group threes. What's heading their way? We have Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you're on your way out of somewhere. You're leaving it in the past. Something's gonna there might even be like a message. There might be it could even be that this is really different for you to get off the apps. That I love it. This tower says come back soon with the Page of Swords in reverse. That's funny. They're going to keep emailing you, messaging you, and you're like leaving it. All right. Maybe you've been thinking about this for a while. Star reverse. Maybe it's Three of Swords. It's been bad for your mental health, or something here has been bad for you or your outlook. So it's time for you to kind of stop it or leave it, right? Leave it in the past. All right, we have Scorpio, Leo. We're going to throw Taurus and Aquarius in there because it does feel like fixed sign energy. My babies, that's what I have for you today for your month of October. You guys will have to let me know how it goes and if that made sense to you. All right, let's get you guys some oracle cards before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. Messages for my group threes. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right, we have Magic Wand. Focus your energy on one thing. Then we have Curiosity. So it could be something that you're curious about and you're choosing to focus on. What sparks your interest? And then we have Sun. Find balance. Yeah, I think you guys are choosing something different than what you normally do. And it feels like you're not really answering calls or really available as much. Like I said, you guys could be sleeping a lot too. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group threes, the month of October. What can they expect? We have shoot your shot. So someone could be shooting their shot and trying to message you. Then we have you are the creator of your own destiny. Make it pretty. I love that because it's not an automatic yes. You're like, do I want to? Do I not? And this could even be coming from someone that could have impressed you in the past. And as I say that, we have okay, big baller. So that could be someone else trying to get your attention, or that's what you're choosing to focus on is your material world, your life. Then we have it's about to be like super lit. So your life could be taking a turn and there could be some exciting things happening. And maybe this month you're like, I got to rest up for it before the holidays come. I mean, that is the tree, right? For a lot of people, regardless of where you're at in the world, what your religion is or your culture and traditions, we all celebrate differently, but there are a lot of celebrations that are going to be starting up in the next few weeks. So there could be something about that as well. All right, my group number threes, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.